Today we attempt real-life NFL trades in Madden 22 franchise mode. I know I've done this a million times, but there's been a ton of trades this offseason that we've yet to attempt in Madden 21 franchise mode. Like, give me a break, dude. These videos are fun to make. Now, obviously, I'm happy because my Tennessee Titans got Julio Jones, which we will attempt later on in the video. Multiple trades we are going to be attempting today, just like they went down in real life, so we can see who Madden franchise mode thinks won each and every deal. Hopefully, guys, do enjoy, and if you do, make sure to smash a huge thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. We're trying to hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, so make sure to take that millisecond. Let's click that subscription button if you haven't. Before we get into the first trade attempt, let's take a quick listen to a word from today's sponsor. I would like to give a massive shout out to Raycon for sponsoring today's video. And you guys didn't know I had my Raycons in. That's because they're so discreet. You guys know by now I love my Raycons. I kid you not, I've probably worn my Raycons at least once a day, every single day for the past year. I literally take these things everywhere I go, 24/7, 7 days a week. I think by now you guys know how much I actually love my Raycons. Raycon, co-founded by Ray J. You'll see celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Mike Tyson obsessed with their Raycons, as Raycon is disrupting the electronics industry by making great sound for everyone. Their wireless earbuds start at half the price of other premium audio brands out there. Raycon earbuds give you 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design for a more comfortable, noise-isolating fit. You can get Raycon's wireless earbuds in a range of fun colors and patterns with a variety of fit options and no dangling wires or stems. And this summer is going to continue. I'll be wearing my Raycons every single day, whether I'm just outside, on a run, on a walk, sitting by the pool. I've worn my Raycons outside, just chilling, enjoying the great weather every day for at least the last week. It's been good weather, but enjoying my Raycons. And if you want to buy yourself a pair of Raycons, you can click the link in the description box below, or simply go to buyraycon.com/RBT. Once again, that's buyraycon.com/RBT to get 15% off your purchase. Once again, you can either click the link in the description box below or go to buyraycon.com/RBT to get 15% off your Raycon purchase. Once again, I'd like to give a massive shout out to Raycon for sponsoring today's video. With that said, let's get into the rest of it. So, of course, the first trade helps out arguably the best team in all the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs acquire offensive lineman Orlando Brown, but a lot of stuff went down in this deal. So the Chiefs sent a first-round pick from this year, a third, a fourth, and a fifth for Orlando Brown, but in return got Orlando Brown a second and a sixth. So a bunch of swapping here. Now, unfortunately, you can only throw in 3 things in a trade, and the Chiefs sent 4. So we'll try to find a workaround here. But like I said, it was a first-round pick from this year, third-round pick from this year, a fourth, and a fifth. We can't put in the fifth just because this game is stupid. But on the flip side, the Baltimore Ravens sent young offensive lineman Orlando Brown. He wanted to play left tackle. He was playing right tackle. He was mad, requested a trade. And I think the Chiefs got a good player, and the Ravens got good return. So I think this deal worked out for everybody, where they sent Orlando Brown. On top of that, we have a 6th-round pick from this year. We also have 2nd-round pick from this year. Now, because we didn't get to put in our 5th, I guess it just makes sense to try to even out the value of both sides of the trade, just to take out this 6. But I think this is basically about how it went down in real life. But does Madden think this trade was fair for both sides? Gonna tip this like it was accepted in real life, and the trade is accepted. Didn't take anything else, because this game now, after the updates, they value first-round picks extremely high, and they get a good offensive lineman for a first-round pick. I mean, like, to be fair, looking at this trade, I feel like the Ravens got some good stuff, bro. Like, they ended up getting freaking, Rashad Bateman in the first round. But at the same time, the Chiefs had such bad offensive line problems in the Super Bowl, reason they ended up losing that game. So looking back at this trade, I really think both sides sort of kind of won. Now, another trade that I really like, kind of for both sides, I'm a big fan of this guy. The Carolina Panthers traded Teddy Bridgewater onto the Denver Broncos for only a 6th-round selection. That is really nothing whatsoever to bring in a quarterback like Teddy Bridgewater, who can be a game manager, maybe even a good quarterback, who has the potential. I still think I'm a Teddy Bridgewater stand now. But all it took was a 6th-round draft pick back to the Carolina Panthers, who we'll see a little bit from them as well later on in the video, actually right after this. But a 6th-round selection for Teddy Bridgewater, I don't think this will be accepted in Madden just like it was in real life, because he's still, at the end of the day, a 77 rated quarterback in this game. I don't think this is going to be near enough, not even close. Keep in mind, once again, this trade was accepted just like this in real life and in Madden 21 franchise mode. It looks like you'd have to trade away maybe 34 different 6-round selections, or at least that sort of value, to bring in Teddy Bridgewater. So that's the point of the video, where we actually try and see if we can find out what Madden thinks is good compensation for the Panthers. So according to Madden, the Panthers got absolutely screwed in this deal. They should have got a first-round pick. A first-round pick might not be enough to bring in Teddy Bridgewater. So let's go slow here. Let's just try and just use picks, because I feel like that would be the most realistic scenario, and it's literally what happened in all of these deals. So a 3rd-round selection actually might be enough. Let's just go slowly but surely. Instead of a 6, try a 5th. 5th, not okay, so we're gonna have to go up to like a 3rd or a 4th, maybe even both, maybe even a 1st. Well, once again, we'll try 4, and not even a 10th of the way full, dude. So we will try a 3rd. This might not be enough. This is not even freaking close, bros. 2nd-round selection. This is gonna take a 1st and more for Teddy Bridgewater. What the heck? Keep in mind, once again, bros. Okay, that one was accepted. This trade went down in real life for a 6th-round pick. According to Madden 21, you have got to trade your 1st-round pick, which in this case would have been the 3rd overall pick, for Teddy Bridgewater. Oh my god, bro. I'm a Teddy stan. I hope he does well. Hope he wins the MVP. Still think he has it in him. Now, I do want you guys to let me know in the comment section below what team you think won all 4 of these deals that are featured in today's video. And as I mentioned, next we have the Carolina Panthers, and that does not look like Matthew Rule. You guys already know what happens. Teddy Bridgewater gets traded. The Panthers get Sam Darnold. So now the Carolina Panthers have Sam Darnold as their starting quarterback. But for the Panthers to be able to acquire Sam Darnold, it took a 6th-round selection from this year, a 2nd from next year, and a 4th from next year. So it really didn't cost the Panthers that much from this year. But this is less compensation than what the Falcons got for Julio Jones. Now, to be fair, I know the quarterback position is so much more important, but at the same time, you should never be comparing Sam Darnold and Julio Jones in the same sentence. It's just insane that you were able to get Sam Darnold for this, and the Titans got Julio Jones for a lot less than this. But like I mentioned, this is what it took in real life. Now, question is, I think this will actually be accepted. I genuinely think this will be accepted just because Madden rates him so lowly. Like, that's once again why I point out the fact that he's a 70 rated in Madden. The Titans got Julio for less than this. So instead of actually seeing if this would go through, which I think it will, I want to see what is the minimum amount it would take to bring in Sam Darnold to the Panthers in a trade in Madden 21, when in real life it took everything you see right here. Now, let's just start off by trying the 6th-round selection on its own from this year. Okay, fair play, that was declined. And if you're only wanting to use picks from next year, let's just try a 3rd instead of a 2nd. That one's declined, but you guys see where this is going. How about instead of a 6th, you know what, we'll throw in a 7th from next year. So instead of like it happened in real life and having to trade away that 6th, a 2nd from next year, and a 4th from next year, you can lower that 2nd and 4th to a 3rd and 7th, and just like that, you can bring in Sam Darnold. So according to Madden 21, it seems like the Panthers got pretty freaking lucky with what they brought in return. And you guys already know where I'm going with this one. To end off the video, I don't even have to read the details of the trade just because I know the Tennessee Titans, they ship on a 2nd-round pick from this upcoming draft and a 4th-round selection from next year's draft to the Atlanta Falcons to bring in yours truly's favorite football player of all time, Julio Jones. And on top of that, they swapped that 4th from next year for a 6th. So really all it took to bring in Julio Jones was a 2nd-round draft pick from next year's draft and a swap of 2 picks, which isn't that massive of a deal. Although I know the prospects you can acquire in round 4 is a lot better than round 6. You get what I'm saying? It's not that crazy. But this went down in real life, and I'm the happiest man in the world. Now, would this actually go down in Madden? I don't think so. Just because he's such a high overall. I know draft picks are valued extremely high nowadays since the latest update. When I say latest update, it's Madden. By latest, I mean like March, like 3 or 4 months ago. But the trade logic completely changed. Draft picks valued way higher, although the difference in a 2nd and a 1st is massive. So I don't know if a 2nd-round draft pick is enough in Madden terms to bring in Julio Jones. Now, I say that with the full belief that the Titans got so lucky being able to bring in a player like Julio Jones for this little, bro. Keep in mind, this is less than what the Panthers got for Sam Darnold. The Panthers got way more. Now with that, we're going to submit this into the universe, and it's going to be declined. I wonder if it was like, instead of swapping the picks, which is still a big deal to the Titans' eyes, would this now be accepted? It's still not. So it's not like the swap's a big deal. It's still like the second isn't enough. So if we go ahead and just add in maybe a third so you know what, screw it, we'll give you 2 seconds. Second from this year, second from next year, and a fourth from next year if you still swap that 6. So you know what, instead of swapping, we'll keep our fourth. How about just 2 seconds straight up for Julio Jones? That one was also declined. Now the swap probably actually will be enough to make this deal actually go through, but I still think this would be great value. Getting Julio Jones without having to trade away a first-round pick is absolutely amazing. We submit this through. It was accepted. So in real life, it took the Titans literally just 1 second, but Madden thinks you need to throw in an extra second. So with that said, that just means the Titans are the greatest football team of all freaking time.